Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with an alarming story of a near miss at an airport. They happen more often than you might think, and this one involving a flight bound for Vancouver was about as close as they come. It happened at Houston Airport. One plane was told to turn directly into the path of another just after takeoff. And as Shirley Engel reports, they came within seconds of a catastrophe.
Hundreds of passengers from 2 United Airlines flights are only now learning how close they came to catastrophe at Houston Airport 2 weeks ago. It was a cloudy Friday night. Flight 601, bound for Vancouver, was on runway 9. Flight 437, departing for Mexico City, on runway 15 left.
601, thank you. Turn right turn, heading 340, 340, runway 9, clear for takeoff.
That right turn, a near fatal mistake, putting 601 right in the path of 437. Just 120 meters between them vertically, the planes were 1,280 meters apart at one point, way too close.
Houston Tower, 1504,
the air traffic controller quickly realized with seconds to spare.
601, stop your turn, stop your climb, and stop your turn for 601.
A pilot on the radio gave this account.
Basically crossed directly over the top of each other. That's what it looked like from my perspective. I have no idea what was going on up there in the tower, but yeah, it was pretty gnarly looking.
Chances are you wouldn't even know if you've been in a so-called near miss or loss of separation in aviation terms. It happens dozens of times in Canada each year. But there have been several reported near collisions in the U.S. in recent months. Rules for takeoff and landing at Newark Airport were changed after a close call between a regional jet and a United Boeing 737.
You can't really eliminate human error. It's like trying to eliminate thirst or hunger or any of those other facts of human life.
Passenger aircraft are equipped with collision avoiding systems which alert pilots to danger in midair.
Well, like all automated systems, they have their role, but they're not completely foolproof. And again, it does come down to a question of human judgment.
As scary as these close calls may be, disaster is almost always averted. Shirley Engel, Global News, Ottawa.
And here's some perspective on how often this happens. U.S. air traffic control handles more than 130 million flights every year. In 2012, there were 41 close calls considered by the FAA to be high risk. Here in Canada, there are an average of 160 risk of collision events every year. None of those incidents